Ah. Ah. Where's me? There's me. Hi, hello. Hi, V. Thank you so much for subscribing again. Thank you. I hope you've been well. Hope life is treating you well. Hope you're doing okay. I woke up late. Now we're doing a shame stream breakfast. I just quit my job because I was unhappy at the hospital. It's pretty good to say, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What happened? Last we checked in, you seem to be enjoying it. I was putting too much mental and physical stress on me. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Glad you made the decision to leave, because sometimes that can be a hard decision to make. Exactly, fuck that, yep. Alright. We go get the bowl roots. Right. Morning, Hope. I overslept. Video games, man. Who gave them the right to make me feel emotions? Refresh. Gonna bring up the stream on my tablet so I can see you guys better. That last section is long. It is! I didn't realise. I slept at 2 AM and went to bed and woke up at 10 as well, yeah. My alarm did go off, but I just kind of turned it off and went back to bed, which I know is always a mistake. I was just tired. And then when I woke up again, it was literally 11, and I was like, well, I'm not starting the stream on time, so there's no sense in panicking. So I just got up and got dressed and made breakfast. It is a long section, damn. I literally, like I said, I literally have put off doing it so that I could do it on stream. My understanding is that is the primary place to get the special red candles from. You can get them from the red crystals, which I assume found one of, but they only spawn every few hours or so it's kind of just luck if you log on and there's like a red crystal formation. But needless to say, when I ended stream, I briefly went through some of the constellations, mostly the early game ones, because the early game ones are cheaper, and I basically unlocked a bunch of cheap stuff from since I had, quite a few candles. The main thing I'm trying to save for was hearts, not candles. So now I've actually spent some, so the next time I do it, I guess I will have more wing at the end. That was the bit that kind of surprised me at the end. I was like, wait, this game is a roguelike? Wait a sec. Alright, what am I even doing? I don't actually know, because normally I'm used to mini paints taking 2 days. And our pig kind of only took 1. He's kind of done. He's kind of 1 and done. Which I wasn't expecting, I guess because he's all brown, you know? But I think I did a good job getting some colour variation on him. Oh, yeah. Now I gotta do this charade again of getting the blue tack off. Song and dance. Piggy. You piggy. I think that's actually blue tack. I think that's a bit of primer. Okay. There he is. There he is. There's blue tack. There we go. So, much like a lot of the minis, he will go downstairs on the shelf, and there's a compartment at the moment which is for minis that have been painted, but have not had any sort of varnish spray put on them because I do not presently own any. And also, the brown base is going to have grass tufts put on it. But I will probably varnish then grass tuft because you don't want shiny grass. I think. So the pile grows with every passing week because basically every single mini that I paint gets put there because I like to varnish and seal all of them. Because I literally have minis that didn't get varnished and stuff, and because of people picking the minis up and stuff, because of the natural oil on your fingers, some of the paint has worn off on some of the bits. Only on like little tiny bits, like extremities, like literally the frogs. Literally like with the frogs, like one of the first minis I painted, like the tip of the frog's tongue sticking out. Some of the pink has worn away, and you can see the grey underneath. And I'm like, God dang it. So that's why I like to use spray. I know some people don't like to use seal spray because it can ruin the maybe the finish of, like, you know, or you don't want it to be glossy or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but I want the minis to be protected. So that is something that I need. But yeah, I just put them to one side and keep going. We were also doing this bone pile, which is looking pretty good. I could stop there, but I think I want to have the bone pile be on grey dirt, just so that we've got like contrast between the pale bone rather than it being like pale on brown, you know? I feel like having a grey in there to sort of make it contrast a bit. I feel like I want to paint it in stone. revamping the event channel. Yes, I need to do that. I will probably do that at the start of the Guild Wars stream. Because I haven't thought of anything else, we'll probably go with Lethal Company, and I'll just have to play it by ear. I'll probably just say in the events channel of, look, last time we played Lethal Company, the mods made it kind of broken, so it's probably going to be unmodded, save the More Company one, which is the one that lets us have more people in. And I'm just going to pray that it's not that one that was breaking everything. That grey has dried out from yesterday, so I need to make a new grey. What? You see the feet of this guy are also here. We were literally halfway through assembling when the doorbell rang 10 minutes before the end of stream, and I was like, well, that might be something important, so I'm just going to end stream to go answer the door. So yeah, I guess I can finish assembling him as well. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Let me check. I need to double check whether I'm going to need to do him in segments. Or is wings going to block my access to anything? Not really. That doesn't really block access to anything, so I can keep going. Yeah, he's got big wings! Big wings! Big wings! Big wings! Oh wait, I might have a chance to test. I don't know. I might actually have a chance to test it, but given that I overslept, I should probably take the opportunity to have an early night.
Listen, and Clopin will tell you. It is a tale of a man and a monster. Dark was the night when our tale was begun on the docks near North.
I appreciate that the modeler who made this mini gave him at least a bit of an axe. Let that dry, and then we'll do the wings. Spinning plates, because I've also bought in stuff like this because I thought, oh, this is something that I could probably paint. That could potentially be a one and done because it's all stone. I'm sure Spook would probably make the argument I don't even need to paint it because it's grey. But I'm not doing that.
And he saw corruption everywhere except within.
Where's the primer? Good morning, Das. Also, it came with a open variant. Got more bits of scenery. It came with an variant. I just realised that was the underside, not the open bit. So it comes with a flat variant that you can put these books on, which is kind of neat. My instinct with books is often to be like, oh, let's make the cover red, but looking at the cover, it's got like a skull and crossbones on, and this one has a spider on it, so I'm like, that's probably going to be black and purple. Because the spider is you know, Lolth. So it's probably going to be a purple book.
heart a twinge of fear for his immortal soul. Care for the child and raise it as your own. And Frodo gave the child a cruel name, a name that means half-formed, Quasimodo. Now, here is a riddle to guess if you can sing the bells of Notre Dame. Who is the monster and who is the man? Sing the bells, 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 bells.
Ugh. How dare video games give me feelings? I've received the fan paperwork from the hospital, worked out with a handwritten note of good luck from the office, so now I'm sad. Oh, that's really sad, actually. Like, if it had just been the paperwork, it would have felt impersonal, but... oh. No, Blue, don't say things like that on stream. Don't say things like that on stream. It doesn't benefit anyone. Getting some of those crevices on the top there. I missed these chill streams. Sorry, I haven't been around much lately. I always wanted to join, but I didn't really have the time. Oh, don't worry about it, V. Real life always take priorities. It sounds like you've been going through a lot. I've no plans to go anywhere else, so I'll be here, you know? There we go. Annoyingly, this has a front and a back, so I'm literally just going to have to do one side and then paint the other. Catch up in chat just a sec. Thing is now that I want to focus more on myself and my friends. Oh, that's sexy. But first I'm gonna get some food. Yes, you should eat. Definitely. They'd have kept me if they could. Anyway, on to models. Yes, very much. Hey, Cora. Hello, Boz. Yes, I'm EP. I overslept and started stream late. It's really late. Blah. Ivy. Blah. Break time. Ah, you're on the morning shift again now, are you? Yeah, I need to announce it, but Friday game night, I guess we're gonna try Lethal Company again. I'll have to do, because I can feel it coming off the blue tack. Things like this are definitely where, like, spray primer would probably be better than brush primer. Still gotta try to get out the habit of holding it close to my body, because then the camera can't pick it up. Ugh. Same mod pack? I don't know, probably not. It broke last time. So probably not. Because last time we couldn't advance. Last time we got to cashing in all of our stuff. And then we couldn't leave. It was broken. I got primer all over my hands. That's not working. It's too big for this. Well, that's probably enough priming for the moment. I don't really have a way to hold these really well. So I'm kind of going to have to do like one side and then do the other. Let me go wash the brush in the sink. Don't want primer drying on your brush. The sewer was needed to feel less shit now. I think another reason why I quit was struggles with mental health came back and had some relationship troubles. Oh no, that's so sad. For my last driving lesson, wish me luck, chat. Bye, hope it goes well. Driving exam on Saturday, which is your birthday. Oh my goodness! Happy early birthday. Also, news, I get my ref sheet remade because I didn't like my old one too much. I already look how it's turning out. Like the second book so far. Yes, please do. I want to see it. I want to see it. I always want to see things. I'm gonna go wash my brush. Brush. Your mind. Don't you know you can know me if you change your mind? It's too light and you're black in it. Oh yeah, I was doing these as well. Might dry brush some of that light on there. Very minor detail, but I think it does do something. And Everhood is another game that had no right to give me feels. Who gave video games the right, honestly? Those are probably done. What's the yeah, I already read that. I'm gonna be real, still to this day playing like a Sugar makes me cry. It's such a good time. Yeah, I play so for those who weren't there, last night I finished playing through both Lost Ember and Sky Children of Light. And it turns out that both of those games are beautiful and they both made me want to cry, although I actually didn't. But they were just so beautiful. And yeah. Everybody should play Sky because it's free. So you've got no excuse. It's a free-to-play game, and all of the paid-for things are cosmetics, so it doesn't affect gameplay in any way. And it's just a lovely experience. So yes, I would recommend it. The only game that has the right to be good is Pericles. Hey, nice one. Who gave movies the right? Nimona has no right to make me cry so much. Nimona's great. I have a backlog of things to play. I know that will make me cry in the industry. Celeste, Life is Strange, True Colors. Yeah, Celeste it will as well, definitely. I also have a backlog, which was why when we were talking, when I finished Lost Ember and I was like, what do I play? People were recommending games, and I was like, I don't want new games! I don't want new games! I got too many! I need to decide what to play out of the ones I own! It's got blue tack stuck on the bottom again. Also, I must have been shrimping last night without noticing, because not only did I go to bed late because we were playing video games, but I couldn't get to sleep for a very long time because my back was aching. This blue tack does not want to come off. Although in the same breath, I really want to play Kingdom Hearts. Actually, and this song has just reminded me that. Yeah, I think I've picked what the new backup game is though. I think I'm going to play through Ori because that literally popped up on Steam of like, hey, we suggest you play this next. And I'm like, I should play that. Because that's another one that makes me feel bad because it's like, oh, a friend gave it to me and I never played it, and it's so bad that I don't think I'm not really in contact with that friend anymore, which is really bad. We didn't fall out or anything. It's just one of those things where you just kind of stop talking, you know? You know how it is with internet friends. We were friends on Tumblr and stuff. There's now blue tack stuck on the end of this pencil that doesn't want to come off. I think that just lives there now. I live here now. Hello, Captain. It's been a while. You appeared on my front page of Twitch? Oh my goodness! Twitch knows that I missed you. Blue Don't Ori is sad. I know it's sad, but I should play it! I haven't seen quite a few people in VRC because I haven't gone to public lobbies or events because I'm too shy. I'm honestly the other way around. I don't see people in VR because everybody's in goddamn private instances. Guess what? If you're in a private instance and you're on orange or red, I'm not going to request an invite because clearly you don't want to know. Yep, that's stuck in there. That just lives there now. Happens with IRL friends, you just drift apart. It's part of life. You are under VTubers. Interesting. What's orange / red? Red is do not disturb, so any attempt to message you doesn't show up. And orange is it's not away. It's like muted or whatever. So it's like the notice. So it's like red is if you try to message them, it doesn't go through. Orange is it goes through, but they don't get a ping. And then you've got green, which is online, which is just normal. And then there's blue, which is you can just join them without asking. And if I can, I'd like to try to be on blue when I'm just on casually. When I'm on streaming, I do tend to. Obviously, I have to put certain limits in place for the safety of the stream. But if I'm just casually online, I'm going to put myself on blue because I'm like, yo, I'm on VR chat, which means I want to hang out with people. And people be there just like being like, no, I'm going to be antisocial in this social game. I'm like, fine. You do you, but I'm going to complain. If I see you on VOC, when can I tell if I can invite you? Basically, if I'm streaming, I will try to put in my status that I am streaming, and that is the only time when, like, I'd rather not. If I'm doing anything like avatar testing and stuff, I try to update my status to reflect that. So basically, if my status doesn't say anything, it's probably fine. And you can send a request, and if I'm in an instance with someone else, I will probably respond to be like, hey, I'm just in an instance, but thank you. Like, if I don't want to be social, I'm not going to play VR chat, you know? It just seems very odd to me that people do that. Ugh. I said before, it'd be cool to make a VRC group, but you gotta have VR chat premium for that. Alright, these crystals can go over with the pig, because they're done. Red is don't disturb, people can't invite or request. Orange means people have to request an invite to join, no matter the type of instance. Green, people have to request type instances and public friend instances to join. Blue is the same as green, and no idea why VRC has them. I don't believe green is you can just join whenever. That's what blue is. At least that's what I thought it was. If I'm on red or orange, it's because I'm either streaming or I'm doing testing avatar work. Because unfortunately that did happen to me once. I was testing avatar work and a friend joined in like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm working, sorry, I'm sorry." I felt bad. I think it's meant to require requests but still show what world they're in. Yes, yes. I believe orange and red also hides what world you're in. Whereas online requires a request, but you can see where they are. Which is why I'm like, why do more people not use green? It feels like everybody is on orange and it hides where they are, and I'm like, why? Also, I fall into that category of I'm anxious, and I'm like, if you've actively set your settings to be like, don't talk to me, I'm like, cool, well, I'm not gonna talk to you. I don't want to impose. Even if your status is like, oh, you can just message me, I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Just escaping this up on at this point, so it feels more like me than my robot does. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Dysmorphia can suck. Gonna go keep my beer company. Needs it. See you, Blue. Good to talk to you again. Good to see you too. Hope to see you again in the future. I suppose that's a question for you guys, actually. Is there enough demand for VR content in this community that you guys would like a VRC group? Because I would like one just kind of like for the convenience of it, for event nights and stuff. But if you guys really want one, then I could put, you know, getting a month of VRC Plus on the throne, because I only need it for a month to like make the group. So I asked a friend and they said, you need VRC Plus to make a group, but if your VRC Plus expires, the group doesn't vanish, they told me. So I could get it for a month and make the group for us all, and then we'd have a group. I feel like not enough people are here for me to ask this, because like Hope and Voz and Pirate and stuff aren't here, and they all take part in VRC as well. But it'd be convenient for community nights, because it means that people can join in even if we're not necessarily friends, because it's like, well, we don't know them yet, but how am I going to get to know you if we don't get to do stuff together, you know? It's that sort of give and take kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better on Greystone, and the bones are more visible now. Are we gonna let that dry and then attack it with a light dry brush? This is still looking a bit brown here rather than grey. There we go. Yeah, I know. I know how to paint. Call the group Skylanders. Oh my god, that is funny, but no. No, I'd probably just call it the Skywolf group or something, you know, to match the Discord, Skywolf Creations. Escapism fun is fun until you take a break from it. This is true, but sometimes you also have to ground yourself in the real world, even if the real world kind of sucks. Friends Mayday is your OC My OC's type bingo card, and it's very funny that Thane got 3 lines. That's because Thane is a sweetie. That's because Thane is a sweetie. Right, more plate spinning. It's dried. Put a wing on. Big wings! Big wings! You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go for an all over. Damn, that's already looking decent just because of how the mini is made. Nice. I'm gonna head out now too. Glad I got to catch a stream though. Really missed it, and I think I'll be heading in tomorrow. Great! Look forward to it, V. You take care of yourself. It's like a bit of primer didn't quite get into that corner, weirdly. Oops. Good job, me. Damn, that's like done half the job. Looks better than the flat unprimed grey because obviously of how it's collecting in the crevices and stuff. It's like I did it like one step above a wash. It wasn't quite completely liquid, but it was still quite thin. And that's why I was like, no, I'm not just going to leave it grey. Or even if I'm just painting it grey, it'll look better than just leaving it unpainted. absorbing a little bit from the crevices on top of there because I have the idea of maybe putting some colour in there so that the skull eyes have a little bit of colour coming through them. And that just needs to thoroughly dry. To thoroughly dry. I'll probably go over it with like another, like an actual wash of probably almost as dark as black, but like a really dark grey, just to up that contrast, you know. But that already looks loads better than if it was just blank. Although I noticed at the sides it actually has like little fastenings on it. So I can go in with some silver. It's got fastenings on the side. Been bolted down. You are too wet. Some of that liquid run around the edge. Yeah. I think I'm gonna split yesterday's VOD in two. Because in the past I haven't done that when we've like, you know, finished a game early and played Sky. I haven't always split it in two, but because we ended up having it was a decent chunk of Lost Ember and a decent chunk of Sky, so I think I'll split the VOD in two. From the break screen. I'm intentionally giving this a bit of a bend in hopes that it might position it a bit. How does this go in? That way around? Oh, it wants to go in that way around. It's going over his back. He is. Probably not going to base him just yet. There he is. Because he needs green stuffing. Alright.
Deep down in the darkest night, you're losing all your light, and in a marching war, and you can't hold anymore. I know everything is hard. I've been
Been dealt the same cards darkest night, there's always a candlelight.
Sometimes it's hard to see, but that light can never leave.
Where's the sandpaper?
Trapped in your own mind. To yourself you can't be kind. Stuck alone, trapped in a hole. Feeling nothing but numb and cold. Amazed, stuck in your own head. Paralyzed in your own bed. Just remember in the darkest night, there's always a candlelight. Sometimes it's hard to see, that light can never leave. Nothing, feeling lost and fading. No grip for you, no idea what to do. Crashed and falling, the walls are closing. Just get it out.
God, which one's the front? There he is.
Just remember in the dark.
I am 100% painting the sky bright red and white. He's a castle crasher. He's got the helmet. He's a castle crasher.
But that light can never leave. But when the world is no longer bright, we'll bring it back with the candlelight.
No. This way around. There we go. Oh dear, his sword's bent. I managed to get the bits for the Mitsu blades, and they're slightly better than my Jagras sword, so I've swapped to it. At least I think they are. It's less raw but more elemental. That's fair. And people have been commenting like it wasn't as noticeable in World, but it was noticeable in Rise, and I think they said that now is the same, which is that the franchise as a whole seems to be trying to emphasize elemental usage. Because back in the day, in a lot of early Monster Hunters, sometimes the build was literally just to go raw damage, and it didn't really matter what element you picked. And they kind of started it in World by adding in Elatrion, of being like, no, if you wanna beat Elatrion, you need to have the right element. So yeah. I definitely feel hunts go easier in now if I've got the right element than if I'm using a raw blade, but obviously the raw has more coverage, so for a while I was emphasizing upgrading the raw bone blades was what I was going for. But now my CC electric blades are the best ones because electric has a lot of coverage. I had the parts, basically. I had the parts. There he is, another stanced boy. Can tell he's going to be too big for a base. He's also leaning forward, Jesus. He's leaning. Bruh, stand up straight. Fix your posture. What is this? I think it's just a woman. She comes with a base. Man. Digimon's another game I didn't finish. Because we were playing it, me and Spook, but it was taking so long that we were like, we want to play different games now. I'll have to ask Spook if he wants to go back to it. For like a little bit. Maybe ask him if, like, does he want to go back to Digimon for like a week after we finish Prince of Persia. Because we were doing a playthrough together. Oof, hopefully paint can cover that up a bit. Okay. Why did you put the sprue on the side of the head? That's not an especially convenient place for it to be. Had fun designing the moon or an approximation of them, huh? Curiouser and curiouser. They uploaded the video for Insect Glay for Wilds, and I am happy. I get a cool new spin move by the looks of it. Oh, she's like doing an over-the-shoulder look. See you, Core! Today is Guild Wars Day. Why, sir? It's Guild Wars Day. That didn't stick at all. Hey, Superglue, do you want to get a bit more enthusiastic about gluing? I don't know why, I just realised that I can get my shiny Lugia into Sword and Shield now. It's Sword and Shield? Scarlet and Violet. Because the legendaries are programmed in the game, but they've made it that you can't transfer them in from, like, home or anything until you've actually caught them natively in the game, in the post-game legendary hunt. And, thanks to Core opening up their world for me, I got the Lugia item to go get Lugia. So I can go catch the Lugia that's in the game, and then it will be registered in my Pokedex, and then I can transfer in my shiny Lugia that's in my home. And I can see them in 3D, and I'll have to show my friend who gave me it in the first place. My friend shiny hunted Lugia and then just gave it to me. I was like, what? I just gotta hold this in place. Yeah. It's annoying because out of all of the pool of legendaries, there is only one that I actually need for my like my home decks, which is Spectria, which I got to get from Violet. But knowing Sod's Law, it's going to go through like the entire roster that Violet has before it gives me the Spectria one. I just know it. So many people. I did say I wanted to emphasize monsters, but I keep putting my hand in it, putting my hand in the box, pulling out more people minions. Although, to be fair, what time is it? Oh, yeah, it's probably a bit late now. Well, at least these are, like, ready for next week, because I used to pull the grey, so I actually don't have enough grey to start painting this one. But yeah. He needs to thoroughly dry, and then he can have a dry brush, and he can also be done and go downstairs. He's going to have a little bit more work done to him. Looks a bit better. Cool. Pencils back in, using them to hold bits of crystal. While there are no giants, I've managed to make Imrith's dragon form. Hey! I mean, she is a dragon at the end of the day. That's the terrible two are rattling in my brain again, so I feel like art is going to happen at some point. Maybe over the weekend. Ugh. We'll see. Yes, quite. Ah! Why won't they ever shut up, ever? They just keep coming back. It's good character dynamic, Brent. Right, let's put this box back in the other room. And put this dirty water in the sink. Unfortunately, no one is rattling in my head, and that worries me. That's unusual for you, frankly. A problem shared is a problem halved? Question mark? just give those brushes a quick clean. You won't share the ideas to get them rattling my head so there's positive noise up there. I'll take it. I mean, I wouldn't use the word positive because it's the terrible 2 again. So it's not nice. It's never nice. But it is noise. I don't know why I've started calling them the terrible 2, but that is what they are because it's always those bloody 2. It's never anybody else. And it's always the 2 of them together. I've got to put the primer in. That goes there. You can always tell whether when I am like finishing on time, I do the pack up on stream. When I finish late, I just end the stream and then do the pack up later. You can always tell when I'm on schedule. This big bastard. He is going to be going in the other room because he needs to have his joints seamed up with putty before the next stage. And there's literally a section in the cupboard for that. He needs to have his joints seamed under his chin and around his arms. There's a growing pile of very large minis that are not being painted because they want to seam them first, so...
Okay. We'll finish it together. I'll race you.
Yeah, he just took up like half of that shelf on his own and there was already a dragon turtle in there, so yeah. I keep saying that I'm gonna, but I think I do actually need to go buy that putty. Cool. And then next week we'll probably do like a lot of seaming, I guess, because there's a lot of it to do. But then I'll have a big old mountain of minis that I'm ready to paint. Right, there's our crystals and our boar, ready to go downstairs. More generic people, fold that up. Put it over there. Get the cutting mat. Put it over there, and then the blue box goes on top of it. That's our area tidied. Right. That's our mini morning, I think. Yes, they have now been designed. I can't pronounce that name, but I always need like a minute to read it. Yiglamata. Takes a hot minute. Like her design but hate her as a character. I mean, she's a green dragon, which means she's awful. So, you know. I've had multiple run-ins with green dragons. In fact, I think Green dragons are the ones that I personally have had the most encounters with, isn't it? Because Kirok had a very close encounter at Thunder Tree. And then Dalmara also had a close encounter in Blood and Sand. And now we've got Old Narbone. So I've had a lot of close encounters with green dragons. And then I made my own green dragon, which was the only Titan dragon in my campaign that they got to meet. Because the story didn't advance far enough. That breath is very good. He's not here, but that ref is very good. Hell yeah. Right. Yes, it is time for me to go. It's time to go for walk and lunch. Oh, it's actually raining. I still really want to go for a walk, so I guess I'm taking the umbrella. Right, I'll see you in a couple of hours for Guild Wars. Continue on with the story, trying to get it done in time for new expansion. Path is so big I can barely get him on the screen. That's funny. But also fitting. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you in a couple of hours, guys. Take care. Bye.